you recognize that tune? I remember in college every year performing Handel's Messiah with our the collegian. What were we called? The collegians? Yeah, the choir at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, under the direction of Dr. Stephen Self and then Dr. Bob Toshif. It was always a great time. One of those years, or maybe two of those too, it would integrate people from the community to want to sing and be a part of it. So anyway, good memories. Handel's Messiah, that was the tune you were hearing as the video started. So that scripture, that's part of our reading today, this Advent reading with the Bible Project. For unto us a child has been born, a son is given, authority rests upon his shoulders. Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And this idea of Jesus being the Prince of Peace and governing well, governing now through us. Like, how might that work? The devotional thought is asking us to reflect on some of these things. So think about this. Based on this passage, how does the Prince of Peace govern his kingdom? How can you help bring about God's peaceful rule in the places where you have influence? So I think the key to that thought, like how does the Prince of Peace govern through us? How do we cooperate, basically, and participate during this Advent season? The last verse in this passage is, he will establish and uphold it, this kingdom, with justice and with righteousness. He will establish and uphold it with justice and with righteousness. So I think basically then, that's saying for us to participate and cooperate with the Prince of Peace is to seek out justice and righteousness, whatever that means. Right living, righteousness, being righteous, which I often just equate to trying to become more and more Christ-like. Righteousness, holiness, those are things that we can, hope to move towards in the way that we live our lives. But then also this piece of justice, that helping, and again, everything's not going to be made right and made well until, kind of what we call the eschaton, the end of times, when God, finally kind of redeems and restores, through Christ. That is already happening, though, and we can participate with that. So ways in which we can leverage our lives and our influence towards, justice for others, equality, and things like that. I think that's ways that we do that and collaborate. And I'm sure there's just really small-scale ways in which we can live justly and rightly, throughout this day and help bring peace. Again, a peace in this bigger sense of wholeness and restoration and, shalom. So, well, I hope that encourages you, helps you in some way, gives you something to think about today on day 10 of our Advent journey together. All right, blessings, and we'll see you next time.